In this tutorial, we'll learn about JavaScript arrays. Arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable, making it easier to manage lists of data. We'll cover how to create arrays, access elements, and use common methods to work with them effectively. In the first example, we create an array called fruits that contains the values apple, banana, and orange. Arrays store items in an ordered list, and each item has a position called an index, starting from 0. When we use console log fruits 0, it prints the first item in the array, which is apple, and console log fruits 1 prints the second item, banana. We can also change values in an array by assigning a new value to a specific index. So when we write fruits 1 equals grape, it replaces banana with grape. Finally, when we log the entire array using console log fruits, we see the updated list with the new value. This example shows how arrays let you access and modify individual elements using their index. In addition to accessing and changing items by index, arrays also have built-in methods for adding and removing elements. For example, fruits push mango adds a new item to the end of the array. If you want to add something to the beginning instead, you can use fruits unshift kiwi, which inserts kiwi at the start and shifts the other elements forward. To remove items, fruits pop deletes the last element of the array, while fruits shift removes the first element. These methods make it easy to manage lists dynamically without manually adjusting indexes. After adding and removing items, we can log the array again using console log fruits to see its current state. Since we used fruits push mango to add mango to the end and fruits unshift kiwi to add kiwi to the beginning, those items were temporarily in the array. However, after calling fruits pop, which removes the last item, and fruits shift, which removes the first item, both mango and kiwi are removed. As a result, when we log the array again, it returns to its original contents. We can also check whether a value exists in an array and find its position. For example, fruits includes apple, returns true if apple is in the array. To find the position of a specific item, we use fruits index of grape, which returns the index of grape. In this case, 1 if it's the second item. If the value isn't found, it returns -1. To go through every item in the array, we can use a loop like for let fruit of fruits, and inside the loop, console log fruit will print each element one by one. This shows how you can search and iterate through arrays efficiently. We can also transform all the values in an array using the map method. For example, if we have an array like numbers equals 1, 2, 3, we can create a new array by doubling each value with let doubled equals numbers map equals n2. The map method goes through each element, applies the function, and returns a new array with the results. When we use console log doubled, it will print 2, 4, 6. This shows how map is useful for applying the same operation to every item in an array. We can also use the filter method to select certain values from an array based on a condition. For example, if we have ages equals 12, 18, 25, 10, we can create a new array that only includes adults by writing let adults equals ages filter age equals 18. The filter method goes through each value and keeps only the ones that meet the condition, in this case, ages that are 18 or older. When we use console log adults, it will show 18, 25. This demonstrates how filter helps you extract specific data from an array. We can also combine all the values in an array into a single result using the reduce method. For example, if we have nums equals 1, 2, 3, 4, we can calculate the total sum by writing let sum equals nums reducetitl, n equals total plus n, 0. The reduce method goes through each number, adds it to a running total, and returns the final result. The 0 is the starting value for the total. When we use console log sum, it will print 10, showing how all the numbers in the array are added together. Arrays are lists that store multiple values in one variable. You can get items using their position, change them, and add or remove items. You can also search, loop through them, and use simple methods to change or combine values like doubling numbers, filtering results, or adding everything together.